Ya, pemirsa kita tahu begitu ya. Tadi saya jelaskan bahwa keberagaman dari budaya ini tentunya memberikan kekayaan bagi budaya. Okay, rich for the culture in Belgium. Okay, and Belgians have many important famous peoples.
Yep.
Okay, in the century for the world.
Yep.
Can you explain about which one the most famous from Belgium?
Footballer.
Football player.
Of course.
Okay.
You know what? His
Yeah.
origin is in Indonesia. The most famous Belgian football player, you know, he's very high on the market, is
Yes.
Nainggolan.
Yeah.
As you perfectly know, and his origin is Indonesia.
Okay.
His father is from Indonesia.
Okay.
I still hope to get him to Indonesia this
Okay.
year.
Oh,
Why is
wow.
that? Why is
Okay.
that? Because this year we are celebrating the 70th anniversary of bilateral relations between Indonesia and Belgium. Belgium was one of the first countries to recognize Indonesia as an independent country in '49.
Okay.
And Indonesia opened the first diplomatic representation in Belgium in December '49.
Okay.
And so we are going to celebrate that this year.
Okay.
And the Indonesian embassy in Belgium the
Okay.
same.
Wow.
But I will tell you more about that
Okay.
later.
Yeah.
But just to tell you that we have Indonesians, and one of the best paid Belgian footballer is from Indonesian origin. Help me to get him to Indonesia.
Of course. Okay. Okay. Your Excellency. Okay. From the diversity. Okay.
Yes.
Is it a problem? Okay. To enrich the country because Belgium have a diversity the culture. Okay. Diversity many languages. Okay. Talk about this.
Well, a practical example.
Oh, it's a very practical. Yeah. Okay.
Very practical.
Okay.
This is my family.
Okay.
And that's me.
Okay.
That was
Oh, you were very handsome.
Yeah, at that time.
At that time. Okay.
That was at the wedding, so it's 20 years ago, so
Okay.
I was still looking young.
Okay.
It happened in Africa.
Oh, okay.
And my wife
Okay.
is here, and
Okay.
she's completely African. As you
Okay.
can see, you know, she's black, as you can see. And my kids are from a previous marriage,
Okay.
and they are blonde.
Okay. Okay.
And all our friends are there
Okay.
from different origins.
Okay.
The diversity is part of our life.
Okay.
Just to mention that, you know, for us, diversity is an enrichment
Okay.
from all points of view. It's simply very clear to us, no extreme views.
Okay.
That means that diversity is fine as long as everyone is tolerant towards the other.
Okay. Okay. That's in Belgium. Okay. How about Indonesia? Indonesia have 13,000 islands. You know, 100. Okay, 100 languages.
Yeah.
Okay, dialect in Indonesia. How do you think about this?
You know, of course, I will always be very humble when I'm talking about Indonesia, simply because, you know, it's a huge country, huge population, huge diversity, and that means that the challenges and the opportunities for the country are, you know, incredibly higher than for mine. So let me be very humble. But simply, the lesson is quite simple. And I think the country, when I hear to politicians in your country, everyone is saying the same as us. If we want to keep the unity of a country, a small one like Belgium, a huge one like Indonesia, it's simply, you know, be tolerant, accept that people have different views than your own. And, you know, before coming to the country, I didn't know about that. And since I've arrived, traveling into the country, that's what I noticed. People, naturally, are, you know, they accept the foreigner, they accept the diversity. And so let's keep that way, please. That's the future of the country.
Oke. Iya, tadi itu dia tadi keberagaman ini memberikan kekayaan tersendiri begitu ya bagi negara dan juga bangsa sendiri, termasuk bagi kegiatan-kegiatan masyarakatnya di Indonesia sendiri. Kita juga banyak tadi saya jelaskan bahwa ada ribuan pulau, kemudian juga kita ada ratusan bahasa daerah sendiri, dan itu menjadi kekayaan tersendiri, justru menjadi pemersatu begitu ya pemirsa ya. Oke. Tapi but talk about the different cultures. Okay, of course, they have 3 official languages in Belgium, right? So, but they have a different culture. Can you explain about how about the people with the Dutch language, French language, or German language?
Okay. I will not enter into details because it's a sensitive issue in our country for the language, like for you, the religious issue is a delicate. It's sensitive. In simple words, let's say that recently, since the 20 last years, we have seen that the different communities are coming up for their own right, in the sense, culturally. So that means now, for TV, for instance, this is an area that you know best, of course, we have a French-speaking television, we have a Dutch-speaking, we have a German-speaking. But people look, at each other's programs. So, and in your country, also you have many different channels in different languages. So that means that from the cultural point of view and TV point of view, because it's an extremely important media, it's important that everyone is represented and feels represented. But there should be an interest from each other to each other.
Belgium famous with the chocolates. We have a chocolate here. May I taste the chocolate?
Of course. And your stamp the same.
Ya pemirsa, bicara mengenai Belgia, memang Belgia menjadi salah satu negara yang sangat-sangat terkenal dengan coklatnya. Taste together. Nah ini saya akan mencoba coklat asli Belgia sendiri. Talk about the chocolate in Belgia.
So the chocolate in Belgium is a long story. To make it short, in the 19th century and the beginning of the 20th century, Belgium was a colonial power. Like many countries in Europe, you know it perfectly well. And one of the colonies, as we call it then, was Congo in Africa, producing a lot of cocoa. And, Belgium started to import for their own, the cocoa produced in the Congo, transforming it, processing it into this kind of chocolates that you have in your hand now. And since then, of course, we are 1 century later, and we import cocoa from different countries, and in a very elaborate way. And there is cocoa obviously coming from Indonesia because you have you have excellent quality of various products, be it cocoa, coffee, cinnamon, whatever. Let's not talk about palm oil, please. That's a different that's a different issue. But in that sense, it's important, our cooperation, this is just one of the products that we exchange with Indonesia. But let me mention to you that we have a Belgian who came to, he's in the area, working in the area of Jakarta, and he's not only is buying the cocoa local, from local producers, transforming it into local products like this. And I can tell you, I will not mention his name. You just can look up on Google. You will easily find him. But he produces outstanding chocolates. And, I was surprised because I visited his factory. And when he told me 15 years ago there was simply nothing, and that the guy built up this factory and now selling locally, and with local workforce, no need for foreigners, outstanding products. And that's the force of Indonesia. And we have many Belgian companies active in Indonesia, working only with one Belgian or one foreigner. Because the local people, they are willing to work, they are ready to work, and they understand the importance of quality. And that's something that I really, not only me, that all the Belgians present and active in the country, they really appreciate.
Besides the chocolates, do you have any recommendations to Indonesian people about the Belgia? Maybe tourism destination, places.
We have, we have a major producer of palm oil. We also have major producers of high-level luxury furniture.
Okay.
For export again, but for export coming from Indonesia, which means this is bringing a lot of you know, foreign money into the country. And we have companies producing technical textiles, which means you know, the kind of textiles that firefighters are using, you know, resisting the fire, resisting the water, sometimes very special stuff. Okay. And they are all very happy of working here and having the quality of the product. We also have, but this is again a sensitive field, producers of cigars.
Okay.
As you know, Indonesia is producing a lot of tobacco. You have your local producers, your local companies, you know it perfectly well for cigarettes because it's for local use. But we have also Belgian companies active in producing cigars with you know, local tobacco, local workforce, and doing fine, and the workforce as well.
Okay, thank you. Okay, kita harus bersejenak. Okay, we have a break for a while. Ya, pemirsa, Diplomasi akan kembali lagi, tetap bersama kami.